WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long, and you're about to go one-on-one with Talking Taker. Holla!
All right, creatures of the night, and everybody out there in the Pod Street crew, welcome to Talking Taker, episode number 241 of our encyclopedia exploration. Dig up the career of the greatest professional wrestling character of all time, The Undertaker. Well, I want to thank all of you out there in the Pod Street crew for joining us for yet another round of Dead Man Talking. And I want to introduce myself. My name is Alex Dorio. I am one half of the podcast here. And I am joined, as always, by my tag team partner, my wrestling buddy, my fellow creature of the night. He's got a soul to squeeze, Mr. Travis White. And maybe he's got a soul to chase here tonight because we're digging deep, man. 241 episodes in, we are digging deep into the lore of The Undertaker. Should I say the Soul Chaser? Because back in the summer of 1999, The Undertaker went to Hollywood and, well, probably like Vancouver, Canada or something. I doubt this was shot in Hollywood, but he was a prestigious guest star on the award-winning series Poltergeist: The Legacy. We'll say Emmy award-winning, Oscar award-winning. It's the internet. Nobody's gonna fact check us. It's okay.
It's true.
But season 4 episode of Poltergeist: The Legacy. Travis, were you familiar with this show before we decided to watch it for this episode?
Not a chance. You said we're going to do this episode. I was like, I've never heard of Poltergeist. Like, I know what Poltergeist, the movie is. I've seen that. But this TV show, I was like, what are we talking about here? So, yeah, this flew under the radar for me. I don't think we even covered this back when we were covering 1999. I don't know. We may have. Do you remember mentioning it?
We may have mentioned it in passing. I feel like it may have come up, but I do feel like this is a hidden gem, even for like the hardcore Undertaker fans.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, maybe you've seen pictures of it at best, but probably haven't even watched the whole episode.
Yeah.
But one person in our Pod Street crew has, and he has been requesting if we ever do an episode on this for a couple of years now, I think, to join us. And we're not, and it's perfect because we're not just going to talk about this episode. We're going to talk about all of the times Undertaker went Hollywood in 1999, and he is our closest thing to a Hollywood star, Mr.
Hollywood,
Steven Zeman. Well, his big YouTube channel has been blowing up with his Undertaker Toy Room tour over on YouTube that dropped last month. Steven, welcome back to Talking Taker. We're glad you're not too famous to hang out with us.
Oh, I had to put away my speaking tours and my book signings and my other podcast engagements because you guys always come first for me.
Oh,
that means a lot.
Thank
that
you,
means a lot that you still look after the little people here.
Exactly.
I mean, after being answered by Michelle McCool, I mean, it just goes downhill from here, really. I mean, I've hit the peak.
That's right.
Come on, let's not bury that, man. You tweeted this out. You put out your room tour on YouTube. It's a great, almost 45-minute long video on there, super in depth. And The Undertaker's wife commented on it, said it was amazing. And that means that your video was seen in The Undertaker's household.
Exactly.
I mean, that's
absolutely
pretty incredible.
I know, right? I mean, I could just imagine her calling him over and said, "You got to see this."
There's a chance that happened.
Yeah,
absolutely. There's a chance. I mean, in my mind, that happened. Absolutely,
exactly.
There's a chance.
You know what else is a compliment to you on that video? I watched it in 1x speed.
Oh wow,
that's a compliment, man.
That is.
That is a huge compliment.
Yeah, it is. I watched it in 1x.
That is a huge
I wanted
compliment.
to take it all in, dude.
Oh yeah, you can't miss a beat.
Yeah.
And not only that, it has changed dramatically since that. So I just have to do another one by the end of the year.
You gotta do like a George Lucas cut. He's always
Yeah.
messing with the Star Wars episodes.
Yeah, the George Lucas cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we need at minimum like a yearly update on that.
Oh,
road.
yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, once I didn't do the first one, it's just every year now.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, what is the updates for people who have watched it and maybe wondering what's
you
changed?
want me to
since
give
then?
away? You want me to give away the updates?
Well, we're not seeing the picture of it. You can
Okay.
Just give him a little.
I
Just give him a little
mean,
taste, a little appetizer.
a little taste. Well, the closet doors came off, opened up the space.
Yeah.
Foam fingers got hung up on the wall. Little stuff got opened up. You can see more on the top. So things got rearranged in a better order. So it looks, stuff got removed off the floor. So everything looks a little neater and cleaner, I like to say.
Nice.
Yeah.
It needed to happen. You were leaving some real estate on the table with those closet doors.
I was.
So I think it's a good call.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Walked in
looking
one
forward
day
to
and
the
I said,
Snyder
you know
cut.
what? He's got to go.
Yeah.
The Snyder cut.
Did you
The
do
Snyder, the Schumacher, the Lucas
yeah,
cut, all these
the Ridley
cuts.
Scott? Yeah. Did you do? Did you rip the door off the hinges like Kane in Hell in a Cell?
I pretend I did my best impression of Kane.
Yeah.
I didn't want to actually rip it off the hinges.
Gotta
So I
come
just did my
off.
best.
Yeah.
So I did my best. I pretended that the Vince McMahon call was going on in my mind as I
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, you requested to be on this episode specifically.
Wild take.
What we know
Wild take.
you have some, we'll say, controversial film opinions, maybe regarding the Batman franchise. That
Really?
Travis,
You think it's controversial? Maybe.
you may differ from me and Travis's, but tell us why you wanted to be on this episode specifically. What does Poltergeist: The Legacy mean to you?
Well, I remember vividly this episode, watching it as WWF was promoting it on television. I remember watching it with my parents, Poltergeist Legacy, my parents knowing what Poltergeist was, very hesitant to see if, even want to show, what is it, like 7-year-old me at the time, if I should see something called Poltergeist.
Right.
But I've already turned them into wrestling fans at this time.
Good.
They're seeing the Undertaker practically crucify, forcibly marry, drug, kidnap, abduct, set fire to somebody's lawn. They've seen all the good shit already. So what's a little bit more, horror themed at this point, What's what more chaos can little Stephen cause in his Catholic school than bring up Poltergeist Legacy at this point? But I remember it vividly. I remember this episode. I remember everything. And like you said, the other two things we're gonna be talking about, I remember watching those when they premiered as well. It's it's ingrained in my memory.
So you were
I always love talking about it.
Your family was one of the 10 people who watched this as it aired.
Oh, probably. Probably.
I can't imagine what the ratings.
Can we find the Nielsen ratings?
I don't know.
Let's find the Nielsen. Pull up the Nielsen ratings.
It's under the radar. It's below the threshold, man. But very excited. I am. I'm burying the show, but I mean, as with most things we watch here, I had quite. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I enjoyed laughing at it, and there's some actually really solid one-liners and stuff in here, and we'll talk about this whole episode because he is. I kind of avoided doing this for a long time because I wasn't sure if there was enough meat on the bone, but when I finally sat down to watch it, he's a major part of the episode. It's more than a cameo in there for sure. So I do think you'll enjoy it. This episode, it's available on currently streaming on Prime. So, if you got Prime out there, it's included in there. The entire series, if you want to binge all 4 seasons of Poltergeist, The Legacy, maybe they're going to see a spike in Poltergeist Legacy. Maybe we'll bring about the reboot of Poltergeist.
Well, I know my Prime is like, continue watching and wants me to watch the next episode. I'm like, no, get this off my feed. Get this off of my home screen.
I mean, he was on season 4, the last season. They peaked with him. They said we can't do no more.
They can't do it anymore. Nope.
That's it. It's like me peaking with Michelle McCool's commentary. I can't go any higher.
I think you can. There's still one level higher we can get to. I think
one more level.
I could. That's that's the holy grail, though.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about that whole episode. We're going to talk about The Undertaker going Hollywood in the summer of 1999 and discuss a few other appearances he had. But that'll be our main event, is the Poltergeist episode. But,
Said
before
nobody
we get into
ever.
that,
Sorry.
we're bringing it back, man.
Yeah.
This is it. We're reclaiming a lost classic. We got to do our monthly Undertaker sightings. And excited to have Steven on here to discuss this. Some months were overwhelmed with Undertaker sightings. And then some months, I was literally thinking till last week, like, what in the world are we going to talk about for this? But he actually ended up having a couple of pretty major ones. He always comes through and decides to make an appearance. Firstly, he was there at the, let me see if I can bring it up here. He was at the WrestleMania 43 press conference. Not front and center, but right there, behind Triple H and His Excellency right there. He was, that's what he's called.
I know. It just caught me off guard, man. That's wonderful.
Shawn Michaels looking like he's having a blast up there. I mean, this was quite the spectacle. I know, certainly not personally the announcement I was hoping for WrestleMania, and I think unless you are in Saudi Arabia or unless you're one of the stockholders or wrestlers receiving a paycheck, I'm not sure anyone else was excited for this announcement. But it is, it's what it's gonna be. That's what WrestleMania 43 will be in Saudi Arabia. Undertaker, he was a part of the press conference there. He's one of the few people they rolled out there, and he was actually the first guy they went to. Joe Tessitore, when he was hosting a press conference, he went to the Undertaker for his thoughts first. So, what'd you think of his look here, guys?
You go first, Steven.
Oh, I go first? Oh,
yeah.
My God.
You're the guest.
You guys are so kind. I dig it. I dig the clear glasses bring me right back to 99.
Oh, exactly.
I dig it. I mean, I would have liked the beard colored and maybe just the goatee just to bring back the full 99 look, but he's rocking it. He's pulling it off only how the Undertaker can.
Exactly. Travis, any thoughts on this press conference?
I thought he stuck out like a sore thumb on that stage, dude. I thought he looked like the guy who didn't get the memo. Like the guy who was like, oh, I thought we were just dressing down like a do a biker gang, But anyway, it was fine. It was him. He just didn't look like he fit in with the rest of them. But yeah, it was cool that he was there. Again, whatever your personal feelings are aside from it, it's really cool to see him. The reason we do this podcast is because, like you said when we first started, Alex, like he is the backbone of the WWE. I mean, still to this day, I mean, he's there. He's not a new talent. He's not a current talent. He's the old man, but they drag him up on stage because they know it means something when he's there. It makes it seem like a bigger deal that they're announcing the Saudi thing with Taker there, So kudos to them for doing that. It was what it was. Take WrestleMania in Saudi. I guess I'll be waking up at 4 a.m. to watch it or whatever in a couple years. Or I just watch it on demand later on. So it's what it is.
It just doesn't feel right. I know it's a global company. It's not just about the U.S., but man, you'd think the first international Mania would be like in London or Mexico or someplace, with that passionate fan base there, and where, like you said, you don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn to watch WrestleMania. It just doesn't feel right. obviously the rumors are flying as far as them wanting to, just pack this out with stars and legends. I'll put you two guys on the spot. Yes or no? Do you think The Undertaker will wrestle at WrestleMania 43?
I say no.
Okay. Steven?
Oh, God. Personally, probably no.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I really think he's done with his heart issue and the shape and stuff he's in. I just can't see it happening. No matter how much
money
no matter
goes
how
on
many
the table.
commas are in that check. I don't think he's going to do it.
All right, I'll go out on the limb. I'll say yes. I think maybe they throw enough money at him. He goes out there and he does a choke slam. Yeah.
Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a squash, not like a full match.
Like the Kuwaiti Cup, the Agro Crag Cup or whatever it's called. What was that thing called?
Or something like how Rock did at WrestleMania 32.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
that two-way mountain
against Eric Rowan.
Yeah.
Or like Undertaker's like there to like announce something, and then somebody interrupts him, and it becomes like impromptu match. I wouldn't doubt that.
No, I'll say this. I can see him. He said that he's only showing up as the American BA type guy now. I can see him donning the old costume again and coming out as the Undertaker. Yes. I just don't see him wrestling. I can see him suiting up in the actual Undertaker garb, but I just don't see him wrestling.
Okay, well, time will tell. We will have to check in on that in a couple of years. We'll pull this footage back up. But
we'll run it back in 2 years.
We'll run it back. Something we don't have to wait quite as long for is next year's Hall of Fame ceremony. And I guess Taker decided he didn't like the goatee color at the press conference. He made sure to get the Just for Men in time to be at WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis for this appearance that truly, I think, caught everyone off guard, including Stephanie McMahon herself right here. Undertaker surprises Stephanie McMahon and says, "Where to, Stephanie? To the Hall of Fame." What do you guys think about this?
This was surprising for sure. I mean, first of all, out of left field, because who announces the Hall of Fame in September?
September.
But cool. I think this year they waited till like the middle of March to announce anybody, and now they're announcing them.
Great point.
9 months ahead of time. So, or whatever, 6 months ahead of time. Anyway, so I thought it was definitely cool to see his music go off and him come out and everything. And again, didn't know what it was, but now this is twice in a year that he's gotten to surprise people. He surprised Triple H, and now he surprised Stephanie. So he's like the fairy godmother of the Hall of Fame. He just comes in and surprises you with a neat little gift.
Oh, he should come in from the ceiling with his wings.
He should.
As the fairy godfather.
He should. Or he should come out with the godfather, his boy. Spare.
His boy.
The Godfather and Taker come
out. That should be how you celebrate the Hall of Fame. As Godfather brings the hose out, like
yeah. What'd you think of it, Steven?
What, bringing out the hose to celebrate?
No.
Yeah. What would you think of that? What would you think if that happened?
No.
Amazing. Yeah, I would just think, wow, this is just amazing. But Stephanie being only the second McMahon in the Hall of Fame is definitely something. I like how they surprised her. You can generally tell she's shocked. And she generally was like she didn't want it. You could definitely see like how she was like me really. Yeah. But I liked that they got Undertaker to do it because you can tell how much they love each other.
Mm-hmm. Bingo.
It's just it was good. It was better than Triple H surprising her or something like that.
It would have been a little corny.
Yeah, a little corny, but I like how they did it with him and her. So it was good. Yeah. If they were going to do anything, it worked out well.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned earlier, we've come a long way from him sacrificing her on a cross and
burning her teddy bear,
trying to marry her, and maybe sneaking into her bedroom at certain points. I forget all the details of that storyline.
Calling her a stinky hoe,
No storylines written by her father, by the way.
Oh boy. Well, it's certainly a cool, unique moment, an unexpected one.
Yeah.
Undertaker continues to surprise us. 35 years into his presence here in the world of professional wrestling. So that's
Crazy.
pretty freaking awesome.
Crazy.
And then, I mentioned in my notes, he's still on LFG. I don't know if anyone's still watching LFG.
Randy is. I think Randy Turco's watching.
Randy is.
Randy watches everything, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God love him. I don't know how he does it.
God bless D.
That's true.
That's for you, Randy. I know you can listen to this.
Yeah, it's still happening. So maybe he will still become a 2-time champion. We're hoping for it.
It'd be awesome. I'd love to watch. I just don't have time. So
yeah.
And also, he was. Were you going to mention his presence on AAA at all?
Oh, no, I forgot to put that.
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, so actually, the last Worlds Collide, where Dom beat Vikingo or whatever, like they opened the show with all the superstars or whatever, but they showed Triple H and Shawn Michaels and Taker backstage, like dabbing it up and walking, So it's like those three are in the writer room basically. They're booking this stuff, and it's just crazy. I posted a TikTok on our Talking Taker, which we'll plug that at the end here today, asking fans if you had told me in '97 that the BSK and the Click would be in cahoots booking Mexican wrestling, what are you smoking? Yeah, the cahoots, exactly. What are you smoking? But they are, dude. And Taker was asked on a couple podcasts, rumors are you're interested, and he's like, yeah, I just gotta see what it's, what it looks like. Which is the same thing that happened to Shawn 10 years ago. He came in to just visit, and then he wound up moving to Orlando. So I don't know if Taker will move there, but he might take a bigger role in behind the scenes at maybe an NXT or AAA or even the main roster. Who knows? But yeah, so the rumors are true. He has definitely been talked about, and he's definitely thinking about it. So that's pretty amazing.
Truly, I mean, completely unexpected. That is something out of all the things I would have never predicted he would be interested in that sort of role. I could have seen him more as a trainer even. But yeah, in the creative side, I love it. But yeah, just totally out of left field.
Yeah, crazy.
Booking Mexican wrestling. Who would have guessed?
Who would have thought?
The fact that him and Conan are in a room together, chopping it up, that makes me so happy inside, dude.
Well, he's been on all these podcasts lately. I keep seeing him every time I get on YouTube. He's on some random Jabroni podcast. Yes. Man.
Jabron.
Yeah.
You've heard of these people, Travis? I don't know.
I have.
They got 30,000 followers or whatever. I don't know. But and you mentioned our TikTok, Travis, Talking Taker.
Yeah.
I want you to clip this for our TikTok right here, man, because I am sick of Undertaker showing up on all these other J Brown's podcasts. I'm done with it, man. I am calling you out, dead man. Ooh. Alex Dorio and Travis White of Talking Taker, we are calling you out, Undertaker. Are you afraid of us? Are you running from us? Are you running from being on the only podcast devoted completely to your career? I said it at the beginning, 241 episodes digging up
7
the dead
years.
man. 8 years. 8 years, brother.
Yeah.
Don't shortchange us.
Would you say that you just pulled Taker's punk card?
I am pulling your punk card, buddy. I am pulling it out, and I say this with love because we've been dying to interview you. We've tried everything. We've tried reaching out on social media. We've tried emailing. So I'm cutting the promo on
message in a bottle.
I'm saying it just like DDP said it back in the day. Undertaker, I'm begging you, make us famous. Come on here, join the Undertaker podcast, the original Undertaker fan podcast, Talking Taker. Come talk to the Pod Street crew. There you go. Let's go viral with it, man.
There you go.
We got to do what it takes.
Let's do
Absolute cinema.
I'm doing the thing that all the, the Mr. Kennedys of the world do. And he's going to show up right behind me as I'm calling him out.
Yeah.
Talk
And
about
I'm
Jabron podcast.
He was on that podcast. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Right?
Mr. Kennedy, who's back in TNA, which means he could be back in WWE. He could be part
What
of
a time to be alive.
the TNA invasion.
I'm gonna go swallow this pen. Right now. Just thinking about that.
Horizontally.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna eat this book right here.
That sounds like something that maybe the Soul Chaser could have done to someone.
See no evil and shove this
see
cell phone in my mouth.
some creative violence in here, but
Jacob, good night.
as let's transition to our main feature here, talking about the Undertaker going Hollywood in 1999. And Steven, you mentioned it. I mean, this is when you were becoming a fan, and like so many people, especially your age, but even other generations. This one, the peak of wrestling popularity was right here in the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Hollywood came calling. The Undertaker wasn't the only one. And I think it's fitting that we talk about this, as now a professional wrestler, Dwayne Johnson, is really getting some serious Oscar buzz right now for his upcoming role in the Smashing
I can't wait to see that.
Mm-hmm. He looks insane. What a transformation.
I know.
And he was getting roles on Star Trek Voyager. That was his first acting role he ever got. The Stone Cold, of course, was on Nash Bridges on CBS. And, of course, he was originally on Celebrity Deathmatch. Do you guys remember the Hardy Boys and The Rock and Ken Shamrock on That 70s Show?
No, I never watched that show. I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
You probably told me about it, though, when it happened. So, yeah.
Kevin Nash was on Sabrina the Teenage Witch around this time.
Really?
He was.
Yes,
a guest role in that. And The Undertaker, believe it or not, he went to Hollywood with them. So perhaps he was testing out the waters here to see if he could make that transition back then. He actually started things off. He hosted a series of movies on the Sci-Fi Channel called The Undertaker's Theater of Doom. And this was like basically, just one of those, I don't hardly watch cable anymore, so I don't know if this happens very much, but it's basically just Friday night movies, and he would come on there and have a little promo before the movie starts, and maybe pop in during a couple of the commercial breaks and say a quick one-liner or something. They used to do this stuff all the time on cable.
What was like dinner and a
time.
movie? Remember that? They teach you how to do a recipe while you're watching a movie on there. Yeah, fun time, stuff like that.
He did it for 4 weeks, and these were the movies they showed during this programming block. Army of Darkness, which I've actually never seen. The original Terminator, which I've definitely seen.
Yes.
Tales from the Crypt, The Demon Knight, which I don't even know what that is.
Turco might have that on DVD. I bet Randy has on DVD.
He might. And, of course, the classic sci-fi movie, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
You're killing Travis over here. You're killing him.
Choking on this pen I swallowed because of Kennedy. Yeah. Dude, Indiana Jones. Yeah, that just fits right up there with the rest of those.
I wish we could find the promo for what he said about that one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Like, this is kind of lost media, essentially, because at least from my research, I can't find any clips of this online.
I remember something like how it was like, remember in his Titantron when he was like in that, had that table?
Yes.
It was like that.
Yeah, there's a commercial.
Like
there is a commercial advertising this, and that's what it is. It's like you said, that footage from his Titantron where he's like on the throne.
Yeah.
All these like candles in there. And I think that's what
I remember that.
Recorded from. And I actually do remember seeing commercials for this being advertised, but I certainly didn't watch it. And I can't find any of like the actual footage of him hosting it. So if anybody has a lead on that, it would be cool to see. But still, kind of a fun little footnote there. And
for sure,
that little Sci-Fi Channel old school logo brings back nostalgia for me. I don't know about you, Travis.
Oh, 100%.
I missed that
Saturday night sci-fi, dude. My dad and I would watch every crappy movie they put on there. Raptor Island, Captain whatever, Captain Woody's Shipwreck, whatever it was on there, dude. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Transmorphers,
Space Trek, yeah.
The Thing.
Snakes on a Train,
Star Warriors, yeah, whatever it was, some ripoff. Yeah, we watched every one of them. It was incredible because it was like Mystery Science Theater. We just made fun of them the entire time. It was awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, he also, much like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Taker guest starred on Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I absolutely watched this.
Oh yeah.
Celebrity Deathmatch was appointment viewing for 13-year-old Alex. I loved this show, man.
Dude.
Johnny Gomez and Nick Diamond. Steven, did you watch it?
Of course. That was appointment viewing for 7-year-old Steven.
Good.
I mean,
as it should be.
Yeah.
As it should be. I mean, that's the Halloween episode. He guest starred here when the demon Captain Duty, of all names, takes over Nick Diamond's son. He's got a tombstone the demon out of the sun. I mean, it's amazing. And you mentioned Stone Cold being on Celebrity Deathmatch. Well, this Undertaker was mentioned in Austin versus the McMahon match.
Okay.
When
I did not know that.
McMahon brought out McMahon versus Stone Cold, Vince comes out with the coffin and the tombstone, as he says, courtesy of the Undertaker. Stone Cold.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Well, man, there you can still find some clips and footage of this online.
I'm full of useless
That's what
knowledge.
we're here for. That's what you're here for.
Didn't they do Stone Cold and Goldberg on there?
Yeah, they may have
something like that.
I don't remember.
No.
I mean, Stone Cold was on there a lot.
Stone Cold was on there a lot.
He was like a recurring character on there.
I remember Eddie Vedder versus Scott Stapp. That was one I definitely tuned in for. So,
well, the main event of this episode was NSYNC versus Kiss.
Brandy Scott and
Exactly.
Drake. Yeah.
So good. It still holds up, man. I think it's still funny.
So funny. It's so dumb. It's funny.
It is. It was such a great idea for a show. You couldn't do something like this nowadays.
No.
Like, I know that's cliche to say, but like literally,
you literally couldn't.
Celebrities would get so upset and so butthurt about it. You know, and they would not be able to.
Why was I the one killed? They should have been the one killed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
How insensitive! You ripped my throat out. Like, okay.
Yes, you really couldn't do this.
Take a joke.
You remember the Dome of Devastation matches where they would just squeeze people together? I mean, come on.
Of course.
They can't do that now.
Yeah.
I had the video game for PlayStation 2, and look.
Same, yes.
It may be the worst video game I ever played.
Terrible. It was terrible.
It's horrible. It's terrible.
It was really bad.
It was awful.
Oh, man. But very fun. And like he really does his voice for this. He actually has the lines in this. He gives analysis on Kiss versus NSYNC. So it's very funny to watch.
And the spirit mocking him, calling him Mark.
Yes.
Amazing. It's great stuff.
And he continued his animation era here on MTV. Show called Downtown on MTV. And
no recollection.
Dude, as a 13-year-old, I was watching MTV all the time, but
24/7.
I don't even remember this show existing. Steven apparently did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you sent me this, I was like, man, I watched everything on MTV. I was watching every single thing they had, man. And I do not recall this at all. Like nothing. No, not even the slightest. I don't know. I watched like Daria.
I was gonna say Daria
and all that stuff. I could not recall this one at all.
Syphil and Ollie.
Yes, love Syphil and Ollie.
You loved that.
I still sing that theme song.
What was this show, Steven?
Oh God, I don't remember. I only watched this one episode because they promoted that he was on there. And I don't remember the premise. I just remember like snippets, like him saying, "I hate people who dress up in costume."
Yeah.
It's just hilarious. And he's like always surrounded by and they accentuate his groin and his ass. It's like ridiculous.
They do.
And he's like always surrounded by women that's holding on to him. It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, like ring rats.
Yeah.
It is like a
It's like
it's
Clerks.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's sort of Kevin Smith like. It's a bunch of nerds. And this episode, they're going to a Comic-Con, and Undertaker's there at the Comic-Con, and he's got like 2 lines in this, and one kind of in the beginning where they see him at the con, and then basically he saves the main character from getting beat up by a bunch of nerds or something, and so he gets to deliver a line at the end. And then the most preposterous part of all this is the guy asks him if he could take a picture with him. And Undertaker's like, sure, man, love to take a picture with you. And I'm like, bro, that's $350 right there, man.
Exactly.
You don't get a
Not at this time. At this
the
time,
Undertaker.
Exactly.
Oh man, what a time to be alive! If that was the case.
What a time to be alive.
For sure.
But again, he does his own voice here, and foreshadowing the roles he would play in Scooby-Doo, Curse of the Speed Demon, and Surf's Up, Wave-O-Mania, which maybe that'll be a future episode.
Maybe.
I mean, why not? I mean,
Why not
you've already jumped the shark with this. Why not? Keep going.
We could really jump the shark with Surf's Up. Surf.
Hey-o.
Joke. My marine joke.
Of course, that was all leading up to June 3rd, 1999, a day that will live in infamy, when Undertaker created the role that lives on for generations as the Soul Chaser in Poltergeist: The Legacy, Season 4, Episode 8, entitled Brother's Keeper. Steven was seated for this back in the day.
Sure was.
Travis and I were out, I don't know, probably playing No Mercy or something.
Probably so.
99. Maybe that wasn't out yet.
It would have been
WCW Revenge.
Yeah. Yep. What day of the week was that? Sunday?
June 3rd, 99? I don't know. I did not look up the actual date.
I got it.
But
it was a Thursday.
Okay. Must see
my
TV right here.
Yeah. SmackDown would have been on, right? No, not yet.
No, it wasn't quite
not
yet.
yet.
Thunder might have been.
Thunder was on. I was watching Thunder 100% over 100. This show.
You can see Taker's look here as the Soul Chaser. Not that far off from the Undertaker. Some of the gear we've seen him wear before, but you can't see it in this picture, but you see in this one a little bit. This was really what I loved is the face paint addition here to the Soul Chaser.
Oh yeah.
Would you guys have liked to seen him bust out some face paint like this in the ring? No. I'm getting some no's on that.
Specialty episode of Halloween edition of SmackDown. Why not?
Oh yeah, it could have worked.
Could have worked. Yeah.
But yeah, I get, like Travis said, I know nothing of the Poltergeist franchise. I've never seen the movies. Only thing I know is like the girl getting sucked into the TV. Like that's the only image reference point of Poltergeist that I have. Travis, you said you've seen the original.
I remember the original one. Yeah, that means watching it on TV when I was younger. So I haven't seen the real cut one, but I know. I mean, it's iconic. It's a classic, So, but I think I said the word poltergeist the other day. For some reason, just I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I know the movie, but I don't know the show. I had no idea the 4 seasons of the show. 4
seasons.
Crazy.
Well, apparently, from what I could research, the show has little to nothing to do with the movies. So I think you're okay, and we were all okay going in blind to this one. And it, like you said, it ran for 4 seasons. It's sort of like an X-Files, certainly inspired show. There seemed to be like maybe a loose general plot line that ran through the series, but sort of a monster of the week kind of show that they're trying, that this team of demon hunters or whatever is trying to take down. But let's talk about this. Let's run through the plot here and try to analyze it here. We kick things off with our main character with look, it seems like a dream sequence starting off, but we're going to learn it actually takes place in hell. Is this dude with just the most 90s goatee running away from our boy the Undertaker, who's got a sword, which is a pretty scary addition to the Undertaker's arsenal.
Yeah. Eat your heart out, Drew McIntyre.
We cut from that to this sports car driving down this deserted road, and we do meet the main character. His name is Nick, and we see on the speedometer he's going 100 miles per hour, and he gets a call from his friend, who we'll later learn is named Alex, who works with him, and suddenly an 18-wheeler flies by. An 18-wheeler flies by Nick, which logically means that truck is going 110, 120 miles per hour if it's passing him.
It's a 20-ton bullet going 100 miles.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Straight out of hell.
Unbelievable, dude. It's like some out of Twisted Metal.
Mad Max.
Yeah.
Well, Nick then hits a guy on the road who is screaming his name, and the 18-wheeler drives into this fiery portal into hell. And we never really find out what happened to that guy.
There's literally no point in the 18-wheeler. No point. It never, ever comes back and pays off, does it?
He's in hell, apparently.
Yeah, whoever that guy is.
Hell,
you should be. You should be. You're going 120 miles an hour on the interstate.
I guess so. Well, that's our cold open. That's how we jump into this.
How do you follow that?
Was this episode written by Vince Russo or Vince McMahon or anything like this? Because I swear this is how they would write something like this.
This episode felt like it was written by a 12-year-old. And
okay.
I tried to write a movie script when I was like 13 or 14 years old. Me and Travis's buddy from school, his name was Drew, we worked on a movie script at one point. I mean, we wrote like 20 pages maybe. And of course, I thought it was amazing at the time. And then, I looked back on it like 10 years later and I was like, oh, this is atrocious. Of course it is. But I feel like the things I was doing in that script is I actually thought of that as I was watching this episode. Like, this is
you could have basically written that could have basically been a Tubi movie. You never know.
Yeah, dude, fine.
Maybe I should revisit it. I'll have to pull it back.
You should.
Up.
You can make it with Chat GPT now. Just tell them to animate it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just tell them to animate it.
Yeah. Write the script and they'll animate it for you.
Amazing.
Well, we do see the opening credits, and it does
this movie was written by drunk Chat GPT. This episode.
It easily could have been. We get a little scroll telling us the story of Poltergeist: The Legacy. Travis, you want to read that for us?
Yeah, let me
explain
pull my notes
to the people.
Up here.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Since the beginning of time, mankind has existed between the world of light and the world of darkness. This journal chronicles the work of our secret society known as The Legacy, created to protect the innocent from those creatures that inhabit the shadows and the night.
Okay. So not The Legacy, not Cody Rhodes.
Not Cody.
And Ted DiBiase Jr., Randy Orton. They are not going to be in this.
Thank God.
Maybe this is what inspired their...
Maybe.
Oh, we got a visitor.
No, he wanted to come up on me, but now he jumped down. Sorry.
Oh, too bad. He was enthralled by that. By your
my
speech,
dog,
man.
for those of you listening. Not just some dude.
It's not Scar, ladies and gentlemen. It's just his dog.
Thankfully, goodness.
Not Indianapolis Scar. This is Doug. So.
Oh, man.
Dogs equal views. So clip that for your TikTok. Dogs
there you
equal
go.
views.
It's true.
This one's going to need all the help we can get. But
So yeah, I'm glad we got that little preview or that little voiceover thing, because I was like, give me some context for what's going on. I knew there was some kind of secret society we're hunting Poltergeist, but I needed something about the lore to draw me in so I could try to sink my teeth into this nothing burger I was about to eat.
Well, it was helpful, but then also the credits were a little confusing because there
Also
are
that.
5 actors listed in the main credits, and only 2 of them appear in this episode of the show. So I don't know what the actual what's actually going on in this series. And we go back to it, and Nick gets out to investigate the guy he just murdered and ran over with his car. And some kind of red spirit special effects goes through this guy's dead body, and he wakes up. And who do we learn that it is?
It's his brother.
His brother.
That's gotta be Kane. Yeah.
Back from the dead, and the dead brother, who we'll learn is Jimmy. He goes on to explain that when you die, whatever you looked like when you died, you look like forever. So thankfully, he was not like mutilated or anything like that. But Nick just wants to test this off by cutting off his brother's pinky, which that's a little harsh, man.
I mean, yeah.
Your brother just woke up from the dead, and you want to cut his finger off.
I'd be like, say what street we grew up on. Say what our second cousin's name was. No, I'm just gonna cut your pinky off and
Pick my pinky brother.
Yeah, a pinky swear. Yeah.
Well, he does ask him what the name of their pet toad growing up was, and they discuss their pet toad Harry, who was 42
Jeremiah,
in toad years.
Yeah, 42. I feel like that's some kind of inside joke in the writers' room that they were cackling at. You know.
Did either of you have a pet toad growing up?
I mean, not officially, but sure, I'd keep frogs in for a little bit, a couple days or whatever in an aquarium or outside. Let them go.
Not officially.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I had a pet. I didn't name him. I would just catch them and keep them for a little bit and let them go.
Yeah, if it doesn't have a name, it's not a pet.
Wild caught.
I agree with that.
Wild caught amphibians at my house. Yeah.
Sure.
Not purchased. Yeah. There's no receipt for him, so he's not official.
Oh. Well, I think not having a name, I think that makes it not official. Okay. Well, dead brother Jimmy says they've got to hurry because naturally.
Brother Jimmy.
DBJ.
Because the soul chaser is coming after them. He describes him as the bloodhound of hell, which is an incredible nickname.
Yeah.
And
amazing.
He explains that in hell you have to kill the soul chaser to stay free, and sometimes even that doesn't work. So Nick is like, all right, get in the car, let's start driving. And they start to drive, but the soul chaser appears out of the fiery portal and says, time's up. He's got some wicked distortion going on his voice as well. It's a little ridiculous. I don't know why they added that.
No, he could have just been his own voice. It would have been fine. But yeah, he's got a little like if you, I don't know, push the radio, like old school radio version.
I didn't plan this, but I've got
there you go.
I've got my daughter's toy right here.
There you go.
Time's up.
Perfect.
I was not planning that. It was literally just
perfect. It's perfect.
I hope everybody
all of his dialogue here.
I hope everybody watches the video version of this because this is amazing.
That was cinema right there.
Absolute cinema.
Nick is, Jimmy is saying the Soul Chaser made some sort of mistake, and Soul Chaser says, "I don't make mistakes," and Jimmy says, "Well, you did this time," and Soul Chaser just gives him this look, like this Undertaker glare that was legitimately scary, and Soul Chaser, he gives one of many great one-liners in this episode as he looks at the two brothers and says, 2 against 1. That's not fair. You're going to need more help.
No, that's such a good line.
It's such a great line.
That's like a Braun Strowman line. I could see him saying that, or like Big Show, like, 2 against 1. That's not even fair for you guys. You're going to get some more help. That'd be awesome. That's such a cool line.
Wow, you're gonna take an Undertaker line and equate it to Braun Strowman and the Big Show.
Yeah, I'm saying in wrestling. Yeah, I couldn't see Taker saying that line on the show, I could see their characters saying it rather than his.
He also says, one of the brothers says to Soul Chaser, "Go to hell," and Soul Chaser says, "In a minute, but not alone." I can't credit these writers for the plot, but I gotta credit them for the line.
Yeah, 100%.
It's amazing.
Yeah, in a minute. That's just, go to hell. Okay, that's where I came from.
Been there.
Yeah.
Been there. I'm going
Got the
back.
T-shirt.
I'm trying to go back as fast as I can.
Been there. Got the face paint.
So Soul Chaser pulls out his sword. Nick pulls out his gun and shoots at him. And Soul Chaser stabs dead brother Jimmy in the arm. But then Nick gets the sword and hoists the Soul Chaser on his own petard right here. Stabs him, kills him. And the brothers debate, is he even have a pulse? How are we going to check if he's dead? But they do go up to him. He appears to be dead. And so they speed off down the highway. But alas, he's not quite as dead as he appears.
No, we get a little fire in his eyes and find out that, yeah, he is definitely awake. And this was my least favorite part of the whole thing. Like, why would you think because why would you think this demon bloodhound from hell could be dead?
Yeah.
He's the Soul Chaser that takes you back. I'm like, put a bullet in his face right there or his heart or something, do something. But then the episode would have been over. So, yeah. But yeah, I was just like, how are you going to leave this guy? Just leave him laying there. I don't know.
Run him over with your car or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
Do something else.
Grab that 18-wheeler that goes 100 miles an hour. Run him over.
I did like, though, that he does, after they drive off, he does do a little Undertaker sit-up.
Yes, he does.
When he pulls the sword out of his chest. So you knew they were going to have to get that in there. And there's a few other Undertaker signatures that we're going to get throughout this episode. We cut to the brothers pulling up to some haunted house looking place. And, dude, the fakest looking soundstage rain I've ever seen in my life is just an absurd amount of rain is pouring in this scene. And I want everybody to remember that. It is pouring rain outside this house. In this
monsoon level.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So keep that in mind. And Nick's lady friend, Alex, who he was on the phone with earlier, is in this house. So apparently this is like the headquarters for the Poltergeist.
The Legacy.
The Legacy. Yes.
It looks like Xavier's home for the gifted in X-Men.
Oh, yeah, it certainly could have been
It's huge.
For some other set.
What came to my mind is actually the DeVille mansion from the 1996 101 Dalmatians. Cruella's house.
Wow.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt if it's the same thing.
Could be. Could have been the same place.
Because it has that arch for the car, and I swear that's where her car is parked.
Oh, we need to research that. It could be.
I think that's it.
What a pull.
I mean, I tell you, useless knowledge. I'm full of it.
Again, that's why we brought you here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's nice to be wanted.
Dead brother Jimmy's arm is not healing. His flesh is actually burning. But Jimmy, I mean, I give this guy credit, I guess, for escaping hell 30 minutes ago. And he seems like pretty chill, just kind of about everything.
He's way too chill for me for all this stuff. It's so bad.
And he was stabbed by a demon sword. And this lady, Alex, who is not a doctor.
She makes it clear. Then she puts on gloves, gets the medical kit out, and threatens to suture him. But she's not a doctor.
She's not a doctor. And Jimmy's like, whoa. I don't want any anesthesia. Don't knock me out, man. I don't want any of this. What do you care?
I don't know. This plot was like Swiss cheese. How many holes are in it, dude?
Well, she does pull the sword piece out of his arm, and of course, we cut to like an exterior shot of the house to hear him scream because this show can't afford the special effects or whatever we need to show that.
It cuts outside like, ah! And we cut back inside.
And we cut back inside, and the wound sort of magically heals itself, which is interesting. And Alex is like, Nick, we need to talk. And so they go off in another room, and Alex says she wants to run a spectrographic analysis to see what that blade is made of.
Duh.
Of course.
First thing I'd do. Yeah.
You got to run the
Absolutely.
spectrographic analysis.
Absolutely. When your dead brother comes out of hell, chased by a professional wrestler, and he gets stabbed with a stick, what's the first thing you do?
Spectrographic analysis.
Exactly.
Completely unscathed coming out of hell. I mean, just want to make that
right.
Yeah.
completely unscathed coming out of hell.
Yep.
So
Unbelievable.
Well, he is unscathed.
Amazing.
We find dead brother Jimmy. He's at the fridge. He's making a sandwich. He grabs a brewski out of the fridge. I don't blame him. I'd probably need a beer after that.
After that, yeah.
Not much of a drinker, but I probably need a beer after that.
Shout out, Tommy.
Where's Tommy?
Jimmy kind of reminded me of Tommy. Like I could totally.
Tommy has been everywhere. He's a Forrest Gump. He's been to hell and back too, maybe.
He might have been. We don't know.
No, I don't know. He would have vlogged it. So.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
He would have vlogged it. So.
And then, the brothers kind of hash out their history here. Like, who cares? Like, it doesn't
I got
matter.
lost in the timeline of when he died, and then I think I finally got it later on. I was just confused. But yeah, apparently he ran away when they were children, and their dad was kind of a bad guy or something. And the older DBJ ran away and left, the brother in the dirt. Or in his dust behind him, and never checked on him, and it was kind of a bad life for brother Nick. And then Dad passes away, and dead brother Jimmy, who is not dead at the time, doesn't come to the funeral, and Nick is having a hard time assessing. Well, you've been alive this whole time. Why did you not come to the funeral? And then we find out how he dies. I think in this part. I didn't even go off your notes. I was just going off my brain.
No, you nailed it. It's not. They don't go into his death quite yet.
Okay.
But Nick is stretching out his acting skills here and goes, "Oh, you were my hero, and you walked on me." Like emphasis on walk.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm sure this is great for all the people who are real into the Poltergeist legacy lore here. But let's get back to the Soul Chaser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what we're here for is the Soul Chaser.
Not a doctor, Alex.
Everybody who's watching this episode is there for the Soul Chaser.
Yes.
Yes.
We all want to get back to that.
It's like when I watch a Transformers movie, I don't care about the human characters at all. I don't care what the Witwicky family is doing. Give me the Autobots and Decepticons, bro. When you cut away and show me this stuff, I don't care. I'm here for the Decepticons, dude. Yeah, same thing here. I'm here for Soul Chaser, bro. Give me that.
Well, yeah, not a doctor. Alex is analyzing the sword piece, and she says, from the yes, the spectrographic analysis,
TVJ.
The spectrographic analysis shows us that it's the sword is made out of flint tempered with brimstone, which is not achievable in nature, as we all know.
Not. We all know that. Duh. Yes. Don't need a spectrographic enhancer to tell me that.
Yeah, something strange is going in the neighborhood is going on here. And this house is set up with some great technology because they get like a video chat from the security guard at this time who lets them know that the power is out in Sector 9.
You know what else is also out in Sector 9?
What's that?
The rain.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, this blind melon, baby. There's no rain anymore.
Yes. We cut back outside and it is dry as a bone outside. Still on this property.
Hey,
From the monsoon that was happening.
In Florida, that's normal.
Yeah, this is clearly Pacific Northwest or something.
I'm saying in Florida.
I know. I know.
Which is, yeah, you're right. Rain does stop sometimes, even torrential downpours. But just keep that in mind in just a minute as well. We cut to that Sector 9, and there's a hole in this electric fence, gaping hole in it.
Yeah.
The Soul Chaser busts through his flame portal. And my thought was like, Well, why did he need to bust through the fence? What is his actual, what are his powers?
What is the
Soul
limit of
Chaser's
his? Yes. I'll ask myself at this point, why doesn't he? Because he's going to be kind of prowling around outside after what happens here. I'll kind of skip forward 2 seconds. And I'm like, why? You can teleport through a flaming hole.
Yeah.
Just go into the house.
Just go into the house.
Are you a vampire? Has to be invited in? I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. So yeah, there's a hole. He's ripped through the fence at some point, then disappeared, and then come back through his flaming hole, which sounds awful to say, and then hit some wrestling moves here.
Dude,
his flaming hole.
This is what we're here for, is the action here.
Right here.
He gives a big boot, signature Undertaker big boot to one of the guards, which is not a move you would hit in any type of actual fight. You wouldn't like stick your leg all the way up and boot somebody in the face.
That's why it's perfect.
Well, speak for yourself. If I was as tall as the Undertaker, I would definitely give big boots to people.
It does help when you're 6'10".
Yeah.
The guards
and brimstone proof.
Right. Well, he's bulletproof.
Well,
the guards shoot off a full round of bullets and they just like bounce off of him, like flames start coming off of him there. He lifts another guard up in like a double choke up against the fence and electrocutes him against the fence. He hits
which would have been worse if it were raining.
Oh, true.
Oh, see, that's why it couldn't be raining. That's why they had to stop the rain.
Couldn't be raining in that shot.
Got it.
It's a backbreaker. Again, not a move you'd see in any kind of normal fight, but it ruled here.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then he just straight up snaps a guy's neck.
Breaks his neck. Just
amazing.
Yeah, the other guys, he wasn't considered to kill them, but then this guy, he's like, nah, I'm done. Yeah. Breaks his neck.
Your time's up.
Yeah.
Your time was up, man.
My time is now.
He's got a soul to find. He's in a bind, three months behind. He's got a soul to
exactly.
So all that's going on. We see how dangerous the Soul Chaser is, and certainly, Dead Brother Jimmy he knows how dangerous this guy is. And what? Oh, security system's on. There you go. There's no problems in Sector 9 here. Exactly.
Is the Soul Chaser in your house now, Alex? Has he broken it?
I cut that promo earlier. I don't know, man.
I know you did.
Well, I hope your security system is better than the one they have here at the house. At this episode.
Well, Jimmy, what's Jimmy doing in the midst of all this going on?
When you're fresh out of hell and there's somebody on your heels, what do you do? You go and you start breaking balls on the pool table, baby. I'm talking playing some billiards. Man. Yeah. It's been a minute. He's been in hell, dude. He needed a beer, man. A sandwich, and some pool.
That's the first thing I'm doing.
This may be in Florida. This redneck came out of hell. He had to have beer, sandwich, and pool.
He's got no concern in the world for any of this, man.
Oh, it's awful.
Nick is, however, a bit more concerned. He opens up the armory and pulls out some weapons here, and he promises to drive Brother Jimmy wherever he wants if they can get through the night.
We've already seen that he shot it. Well, I guess they shot him early and he went down, but we know it didn't kill him, right? But they opened this armory, and there are 2 people in this house, Alex and Nick, and there are enough guns to, a small militia of a third world country would be fine if they had this amount of guns. So
it's clearly in Florida, as you mentioned.
It's clearly in Florida.
Turns out it's in Florida. Yeah. So, but they're like pulling guns out and cocking them and like putting them in all over their person. I'm like, what is going on right now? Yes. I thought this was like a ghost hunter show. They're just about to blow this guy's brains out.
Yeah.
So.
And at this point, Nick finally asks his brother why he ended up in hell, which would have been
first question
at the top of my list. Top 2 or 3 things I would have asked first.
Nah, let him get situated.
Mm-hmm.
Let him break some balls on billiards.
Do either of y'all remember his story of why he ended up in hell?
Oh god, it was some kind of self-defense thing, right?
Yeah.
They said
That's what
he
he
murdered
claimed.
somebody. He murdered somebody, but he claims it was self-defense. So since he was a murderer, they sent him to hell.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
claims he killed a guy at a bus station who was trying to attack him.
Oh, it's always a bus station.
Yeah.
It's always a bus station. And I swear, is it New York? I swear it's a New York bus
He
station.
says it's Seattle.
Seattle.
Oh,
That's what I was saying.
close
Pacific
enough.
Northwest. That's
Close
where I think
enough.
this is set.
If it's not New York, it's Seattle.
Then the cops shot him down, and the next thing he knew, he was doing hard time in hell.
Naturally.
And Nick
Amen.
asks what hell was like. And
Oh, what's it like?
I like this description. He says it's more of a state of mind, really. It was kind of like a New York City subway station at rush hour, 110 degrees, which honestly, not that bad for hell. I kind of
It
always
sounds like
assumed-
Florida.
Basically Florida. Okay.
But he says it's like you can't breathe. There's too many people there, and when the train stops, you can't get off. And that
Ooh.
reminded me of our trip to New York, Travis.
That sounds eerily similar to our trip to New York for WrestleMania 20.
Yeah, it was too crowded. We couldn't get on the train.
We couldn't get on.
Yeah.
We did, and then when we got on, we literally couldn't get off. We kept riding way past our exit.
Maybe we were in hell.
Maybe turns out we were in hell. Yeah, just disguised as New York.
And again, Dead Brother Jimmy's a chill dude. He's cracking jokes. He says, another one of the ways hell was so torturous was that I kept thinking of devil's food cake, and it wasn't down there to eat.
Dude, DBJ's got jokes, man.
Dude,
He's
he's at the ready.
been saving that one since he came out. Yeah. Dr. Alex is thing on a page, old Nick.
Yeah, not
Which,
a Dr.
again,
Alex.
Not a doctor. Which again, why? There's two of you in this house. I don't know why we're paging him.
It's a big house.
So she needs to see him again. Or no, she talks about it as a security breach. Sorry.
Yeah, she
Sorry about
explains
that,
that
yeah.
to him. So he gives her a gun, 10 rounds, fully loaded.
Yeah.
And Nick goes out to explore the premises. Jimmy goes back to playing pool. he's got to get that game in. And the Soul Chaser busts through the window with, another great one-liner here as Dead Brother Jimmy says, but I thought you were, and Soul Chaser says, dead? I am. And so are you. Give him all the awards. All the
Perfect.
All the awards. Make him an EGOT winner right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Soul Chaser does something really awesome here as Jimmy throws.
Yes.
He does what you would do. He throws a cue ball at Soul Chaser. And what does he do with it?
Catches it and squeezes it and turns it to dust.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Amazing.
I love it. Oh, we don't see that enough in action movies, I feel like.
No. Braun Strowman might could do that.
Mark Henry may be good.
Mark probably could.
It would not shock me. And Jimmy uses that distraction to run out of the house, where again, it is now a grade 5 monsoon outside.
Hurricane.
So maybe that one moment where Soul Chaser was outside was like the eye of the storm.
I guess, yeah.
Because
he lifted the heavens.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, man.
I don't know. Soul Chaser, he's choking what's her name, right?
Yeah, he gets back inside. He does do that in a little bit, but this is where Soul Chaser catches up with Jimmy, and Jimmy's trying to beg off from him, and Soul Chaser says, "Judgment is not my job; it's just retrieval." And they actually, Dead Brother Jimmy cuts a deal here, and he says,
"Piece of scum."
I know he's willing to give up his brother's soul.
Deadbeat brother Jimmy.
To save his own soul.
Yeah, he's willing to exchange Nick's soul for his. Souls for souls, man. It's crazy.
Could you imagine, Travis, doing something like that to your brother?
No, especially not fresh out of hell. That's out of control. Yeah,
his soul's worth more.
Yeah. Apparently,
there's a
black market for it. So I don't know what the Did they get them graded? Did he send them off, send souls off and get them graded? See what their value is?
It's kind of like cards or figures. Yeah. Everyone's soul has a value here.
Yeah.
So
I want to know, but like when they said that, his is worth more. I wanted to know, like, okay, tell me what. I wanted to know. I was instantly intrigued. Like, tell me why. Give me the why. Why is it worth more? Is it because he's alive? And if you take a fresh alive person down, I legitimately was like, oh, I'm actually kind of interested in this part of the storyline. It never comes back up. Like, there's no explanation.
Oh.
See, Travis, you have something called critical thought.
I do.
Head. And the writers of this script are just like, oh, what if he says this? Oh, what if he does this? What if he does this? And they're just on to the next thing. But they did go deep into thought to explore the lore of what the Soul Chaser is here, because not a Dr. Alex has been doing her research in 1999 on the Encarta Encyclopedia or whatever.
Dude.
And
Encarta? Oh my word! I had those discs, man. They came in the mail.
All did, man.
Yeah,
of course we did.
Free.
We used them on our research papers in middle school. What else? That's what you had.
That's all we had.
Well, she read the article on there. In the midst of all this chaos going on, she's had the time to do this research. This episode takes place over like I think it happens in real time. Yeah, like 45 minutes.
I think it's like 24. Yeah.
Somehow she's already figured out the history of the Soul Chaser.
Yeah. It takes place in real time is crazy, but I think it does.
I think it does.
It does. It has to.
Yeah, oh, that's got me good.
She did the spectrographic analysis and
got on Encarta.
Yeah,
she's the true main character here.
She's the real hero.
She's not a doctor.
She's not a doctor. She's not much of a doctor.
Not much of a doctor.
No. She's not much of a doctor.
No. Pierre
Travis,
LaRue.
Can you tell us who Pierre LaRue was?
Yeah, dude. Not to be confused with Lash LaRue. But this is she looks up on this encyclopedia about a winemaker named Pierre LaRue who sewed a confessional into his coat in the 1600s. And it said that he died 20 years before and escaped hell and the chaser of souls. Dang. The only way to defeat one is to pierce his sword through his heart. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Ooh. Now that's a movie I'd like to see.
That is a movie I would like to see. Give me the Pierre LaRue.
The prequel, man.
Yeah. The Chronicles of Pierre LaRue. I'm there.
Well, that sparks an idea in Nick's head, and he grabs the broken sword piece that was in Dead Brother Jimmy's arm.
Yeah.
And shoves it into his gun. And
a perfect bullet size, may I say. Perfect bullet size.
Same gauge as his gun. Yeah.
I'm not a gun guy, but is that how guns work? Can you just shove anything in there and it'll shoot out?
No. In Florida, you can.
In Florida, maybe.
Yeah. I haven't shot a gun in 20 years, probably. I don't think that's how they work, though. So
it's not how they work.
You could just stick a rocket in it.
Yeah, that's
stick some salt in it. Shoot salt. I mean, yeah, you can't just stick stuff in it.
I used to have a potato gun, you know.
Ooh,
little potato pieces.
Yeah. But Alive Brother Nick says, I'm going to stick this bullet in here and we're going to pierce his heart.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to Pierre LaRue.
Smart thinking here. Then we get an awesome shot of the Soul Chaser. He's perched like a gargoyle.
Like Batman, dude. Yeah.
The house. This was awesome.
It was cool.
And they do this a few times. Like we see his vision. It's like he sees things in purple, which is, kind of cool. Us on the Undertaker's colors. But what was the point of that?
It makes no sense. So if you've ever played the Batman Arkham games, it was like that. When you use Batman vision to like see through walls and see where the bad guys are, it's the exact same thing. But there it's purposeful because you're trying to do a mission. But here it's just like it would show us his POV, but there's no point to it. It wasn't like he was looking through a wall to see not Dr. Alex was standing there, or he was looking and see they had a gun. It would just be like, a little flash of purple, and then you just see what he saw, and then it would go away. It was just useless.
No, it wasn't X-ray or wasn't
No.
anything.
It was no plot device at all either. It was just time waster.
He's just like a dog. Like he only sees in one color or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Should have seen it in color.
It did make me think of the cartoon Gargoyles. Were you guys fans of Gargoyles?
Love it.
Was that
I have the toys.
Was that before your time, Steven?
Oh no, I remember Gargoyles.
Okay.
Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
On the
Goliath?
Disney Channel, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Disney Channel.
It was a little too serious for me. I couldn't get into it.
I loved it so much.
Man. It's kind of like I never got into Batman the Animated Series because I just figured
of all time.
It was, and I love Batman, but I don't know, like a cartoon. I just didn't want that out of the cartoon or whatever.
Yeah, you wanted.
I wanted Celebrity Deathmatch.
I was gonna say the other show with Taker on it earlier. What was it called?
Downtown.
Yeah.
The Underground.
Oh. Raw Underground.
Well, we're getting to the big climax here as Nick and Alex just rolled out some blueprints here of the house, which again, she's had the time to get the blueprints out.
Though?
Yeah, they live there.
Why?
Why do they need? Why do they need to pull out the map?
Why? There was no point in that.
No,
none. So she went and dug out the blueprints, rolled them out and then just pointed to one spot and said, "Like that's where we're gonna be." You could have just taken him there and showed him where it was.
You all clearly have security cameras across this entire property. Like, why are you not just figuring out where he's at?
I don't know.
They can't pick him up though. They can't pick him up. She can't even see him until he's right behind alive brother Nick.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he ends up getting into the house and she's scanning the footage and like she does nothing at all to help.
And doesn't he get in that? He just kind of falls from the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
But earlier he busts through the wall. He bursts through, breaks the wall into 1,000 pieces.
Too much of a scene.
But I'm saying, why did he need? Why did he need to do that earlier if he can teleport? Why did he have to burst through the wall and make an entrance? And later on, he just falls from the ceiling like Batman.
Continuity is not these writers' stronghold. I can see that.
Clearly. It's missing just like the other 3 main cast members from this episode.
Budget cuts.
Nothing in the budget.
They had to get to afford Taker. They had to drop those 3 guys out.
Maybe so.
The call sheet. Yeah.
Well, the 2 brothers, they share some heartwarming memories about their dad, and I think that's he doesn't say it, but you really see it in the acting here. Is that's kind of what makes dead brother Jimmy really second guess his plan to sell his brother out. And Jimmy tells Nick, "No matter what happens here tonight, I wish I had been a better brother to you," and really got me in the feels, man. As an only child, really. It was really emotional. Man.
It was like the end of Iron Claw.
Right.
Oh, wait.
It's on the same level.
Yeah, just kidding.
Same level here, Travis. Yeah.
Well, the action that Nick brings, I mean, is Von Erich level. Is he tries some kung fu on the Soul Chaser, and it's not doing anything to him. He's like Nunzio out here, like trying to take out the Undertaker.
So why did he go get all those guns?
Right.
And then go throw fisticuffs with this demon spawn of hell. What is going on?
Why did you think that was going to work?
And try to use a pool cue.
Okay, Taker just breaks. It's unbelievable, man.
Soul Chaser gives Nick a literal clothesline from actual hell. I mean, like flipped him inside out. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
And then I actually loved this, and I want to see this in a movie too. I loved the pool cue crushing, but this was brilliant. Soul Chaser picks Nick up above his head and press slams him and throws him to the top of the stairs, which is bad enough. But then Nick just rolls back down the stairs. I was like, that's amazing.
It's perfect.
That's such a good move. That's so smart.
Yeah.
Doubling up on the pain.
Exactly.
Oh. And the Soul Chaser has got him. He's got Nick there. He's gonna take his soul, which I'm not sure how you take somebody's soul. They didn't clarify that either. But
You just take it.
You just take it.
You just take it.
It's just there for the taking.
Mm-hmm.
$5 discount.
Dead brother Jimmy sacrifices himself in front of Nick, redeems himself, you might say, and I guess goes to hell. Where he's going to spend eternity, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Along with the truck driver, who
alleged murderer
is down there still. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Well, maybe the whole truck is down there. So
yeah, the truck disappeared too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's driving his truck for eternity.
Maybe he's just going to be the passenger of that truck instead of being on the bus. He's now in the truck.
Yeah, there you go. 110 degrees in the truck.
Well, the Soul Chaser's
devil's food cake.
No, devil's food cake. No, man. Brutal. Soul Chaser is not satisfied. He's going to try to steal Nick's soul now. But Alex, finally, useless Dr. Alex, finally comes down there.
She's not much of a doctor. She's not much of a doctor.
Not much of a security guard. Not much of anything here. She distracts Soul Chaser, and this is when he chokes her. And that gives Nick the chance to grab his gun. Yep, Steven's got his back footage right there, and he shoots off perfect one shot right to the heart of the not a bullet.
Yeah, man, not a bullet. Number one with a bullet.
So. Yeah, you can't. This show did not have the budget for that.
No.
Yeah, Jack.
Can you imagine if that had hit right then? God. That'd have been like the end of Transformers when Optimus Prime gives that speech and then Linkin Park hits. It's so good.
Would have been just like that.
This is my second Transformers reference.
You're digging them in, man. We got Batman, we got Transformers.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard a Transformers reference on an Undertaker podcast, I'd have 2 nickels.
Exactly.
Can you get Pirates of the Caribbean into this somehow?
I said pirate earlier, but I forgot my train of thought. I'd let go. So.
Well, he encounters ghosts quite a bit.
He does.
You know, there's something there. I feel
the whole ship is a ghost. There you go.
Yeah,
right.
Ghost ship.
Yeah. Then the show ends. We see Nick back out driving. I guess that's what he does. You know, he's just out there, brooding across the world. We hear this internal monologue about the price his brother paid for him, and his life goes on. You know. He got to see his brother for an hour, and now his brother's back in hell forever.
And he's just cruising the streets again. I mean, where's Alex?
No, she's doing security. I guess maybe trying to repair the fence or burying the dead bodies of the security guards that died.
Yeah, they're dead or dying.
3 dead people.
Yeah.
Not calling the police. Broken. There's no police.
Yeah.
Oh, the Poltergeist, the legacy does not involve the police, man.
No.
And I did a little research on the IMDb about some of these actors, and I'm sure you guys would be shocked to know not a lot of credits for a lot of these actors in this series.
Dang.
I mean, there's only like 4 actors in this episode, but
one of them's the Undertaker,
right?
Credited as the Undertaker,
which is crazy, right?
Crazy.
Nick was the main guy here. He was actually a supporting character, like one of the main characters on one of Randy Turco's favorite shows, Riverdale.
Boom.
So I'd never seen that show, but apparently he was on like 70 something episodes of Riverdale. So that's the only thing any of these guys kind of went on to. I mean, what's your honest review, guys? Is this worth watching for Undertaker fans? Did you have any fun at all watching this? Okay.
I'm crapping all over the show. I had a blast watching it because it's bad. It's fun to watch bad stuff sometimes, but it's fun to watch bad stuff with people that you like in it too. Like when we went and saw See No Evil in theater, bro, we knew it was gonna suck, but we saw it because Kane was gonna be in it. When you go see The Marine, you watch The Condemned. You know the movies are gonna be trash, but they're gonna be somebody you likes in it. That's the exact reason we watch this, man. We watched this episode because Taker was in it. It was not gonna be good. You're not there for the plot. You're there for the fun. And it was a fun ride, and I am glad that I watched it finally. I'd have had no idea this show existed. Now, will I watch more of this season? Heck no. But
stop recommending it to me.
Stop, Prime. I'm not watching it.
Not happening.
But it was a blast to watch, dude. It's cool to see Taker do. Like, I had no idea he did this, so it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys think he had any sort of prospects there to be in more movies? Like, why did we not see him do any more of this type of stuff?
Yeah. Didn't he say like on his podcast or something like he was approached by Hollywood to do things, but he wanted to protect his character, so he didn't do a lot of it.
Yeah.
It
I
makes
think
sense.
I think that was the thing.
Do we know what station this was on? Poltergeist? Was it on USA?
It was on Sci-Fi, I think.
Sci-Fi. So that's the same
Yeah.
parent company as USA, I think, at the time. So this is probably just one of those, favors
Oh
from the
yeah,
company.
there's a tie-in for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, but yeah, he has said that he got offered stuff, and he was like, "No, I'm just gotta protect my character." So yeah, he would. I don't think he would have done bigger stuff, but
Well, I'm not saying he could have turned into into The Rock or Cena or
Batista.
even a Batista, but there could have been a path there. Like he has fun playing like the big bad guy here.
Yeah.
He gets to do a lot more than he did in Suburban Commando, where he didn't talk. And he's great with the one-liners. Again, I loved, like, literally thought, not even joking, there's some of the one-liners were great.
Oh
in
yeah,
here, like just high quality lines.
remind me of Mr. Freeze, dude, from Batman and Robin. Just the punny one-liners, dude. So good.
A guilty pleasure of mine.
Yes.
It was, man. This was a blast. I do certainly recommend it to our listeners. It's 45 minutes. You can fast forward honestly through the scenes that he's not in, even. But he is in it a lot, way more than I expected it to be. So I'm glad we finally covered it. If you could have the Undertaker guest star in another show from this era, say late 90s, try to think back to that time period, what would have been another fun show you would have liked to see the Undertaker in?
Well, it's
Buffy?
not really. Yeah, Buffy.
Vampire Slayer.
Oh,
Buffy?
Okay, yes, great poll.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Charmed.
Yeah, there's
Charmed.
any of those sci-fi shows, man.
The one I
X-Files,
was
like
thinking,
you said earlier.
Malcolm
the one
in
I
the
was
Middle.
thinking
I'm
of,
just kidding.
it's not.
Why
it's
not?
like mid 2000s, but I would always wanted him in Supernatural.
Oh my God, yes.
That
He's
show
like
was on for like
15
47 seasons.
How did they not have him on there?
I know he was. They went on for 20. They went on for 20 freaking years.
28
not
years
think
the
of
show
him?
was on. How were we not guest
Literally.
stars on it
Yeah.
at some point?
Dude, I saw an ad for Grey's Anatomy today. That show
That's
came out when we were freshmen in high
somehow
school.
still on the air. Incredible.
25
Really? Oh
years
my
ago.
God.
Yes. Anyway, all right. Yeah,
Well,
I think any of those supernatural shows like that would have been great.
I'm gonna go
Buffy,
back to
Charmed.
the animation route. Like, why did we not get Undertaker on The Simpsons? Like, how did that not ever happen, man?
We got
Like a little cameo.
we got
There's
Bret
still
Hart.
time. It could still happen. It's still on the air, still going strong.
That's talking about a show's been on for a long time.
Or King of the Hill. Maybe he could be on the King of the Hill reboot.
As the American BA.
Sure, yes. Mark Calloway moves in. I would love that, genuinely, truly.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it is in Texas. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, Stephen, I want to thank you very much for joining us and for keeping this on our radar, making sure that we finally covered it. And it was so awesome to have you and for you to bring your perspective here. Why don't you remind everyone where they can check out that incredible Toy Room tour and anything else you got going on?
Well, my incredible Toy Room tour can be found on my YouTube channel at Collecting Dead Man. And you can find me on Twitter at Collect Up Dead, Instagram at Collecting Dead Man. That's where I post all my finds, parts of my collection, stuff that's coming up with my podcast, working on getting it up and running again. So yeah, that's just search up Collecting Dead Man. You'll find me anywhere.
Yeah, got a great archive of episodes, a lot of watch-alongs with Randy. I mean, Randy, take a shot every time you've been brought up on this week's episode.
Why isn't Randy here joining us? It should have been the fatal four-way for this one.
Well, we wanted to give you your moment in the sun.
Yes.
You've been calling. You've been claiming this episode. Randy's been on enough times.
That's true. That's true. He has
And
been
hey,
on enough times.
he will be back because we got to find some time here next month to do our Survivor Series fantasy draft coming up for the month of
Six-pack
November.
challenge, baby.
They've been huge hits. The WrestleMania draft, the SummerSlam draft. We got to do a Survivor Series draft. I think we're going to tweak the rules a little bit here because Survivor Series is, obviously a little bit different of a show. So maybe we'll have some different parameters for how we do that draft. But I think we gotta at least do the big four. We gotta do a Survivor Series draft. We gotta do a Royal Rumble draft.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll do a No Way
Balls
Out draft.
No.
Or anything
WrestlePalooza.
like that. But we gotta at least do those. So we'll do that here. And then Travis, I want to do if we have time to squeeze in 2 episodes next month. We're coming up on the 35-year anniversary of The Undertaker's debut this November. And I thought it'd be fun to look back at the last moments before The Undertaker jumped onto our screen and review like the last episode of Superstars or whatever that we can find and see what the world was like right before The Undertaker was birthed into our lives. So I thought that could be a fun journey. So maybe if we've got time, we can squeeze that in.
Right before he was hatched.
Exactly.
Hatched.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, man. That'll be fun. We'll make it happen.
You can explore 35 years of The Undertaker's career in our archives at Talking Taker on social media, on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you like to listen. Be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, rate us 5 stars, share it with your friends. And as Travis mentioned, we are, on top of things, man. Just 5 years behind the times, but we are finally here. And this one, Twitterless Travis here has taken the lead because I'm TikTokless Alex, but Travis, you have brought us into 2025 with Talking Taker.
There you go. Talking Taker. Yeah, we are at talking.taker. So it wouldn't let me put Talking Taker. I had to do a period in the middle. So yeah, we were at Talking Taker on the TikTok. So our PSK is there. We got about 9 followers. One of them is Steven. So thanks a lot. But I try to do a video or 2 a week if I can. I mean, if I have more free time, I do a lot more. But yeah, just fun stuff. I put clips up from the show. I do just different questions and stuff like that. Like this, like today, I think I posted, as we're recording this, about, what do you guys think about, the like I said earlier, the PSK and the click or the BSK and the click running behind the scenes. And the other day I put one up, Taker and WrestleMania in Saudi. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Just, putting up stuff that's Taker related, asking stuff as he's popping up on stuff, and just keeping it fun, asking people what their what's your rainy day Undertaker match. I was sitting out in the rain watching my son play football. So what's your rainy day Undertaker match? What do you go to on a rainy day? What match do you go to? What's your top 5? Whatever. So just try to keep it fun, get some interaction. One guy, it's social media, so people are not nice sometimes. So it is what it is. People are real fun at parties, you can tell in the comments sometimes. But we'd love to get some more engagement and comments on there. And yeah, I love to interact and have a good time on there. So it's fun.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate you doing that. And I hope all of our listeners and viewers out there, if you are on TikTok, please go subscribe, talking.taker on TikTok. Give us a follow, shout it out, spread the word, whatever you're supposed to do there on TikTok. Go make sure to do that. And thank you again for doing that, Travis. Of course, I am decked out in my Talking Taker gear tonight. I've got the Motorcycle Gang logo shirt. I've got the hat. I love that they've got hats, and I wore them. You can't see it, but I'm going to pull it up here. Give everybody the shot they've been looking for.
Hey now.
I've got my shorts. Taker care of business on the shorts. These things are honestly great. They're like sweatpant style material shorts. I didn't know I needed it until I got them. So
yeah, I've got to order those.
They're great, man. So comfy, so cozy. Wear them every day.
And not even a
So,
sponsorship, and you plug in this material like this.
I mean, we get money if you order it, so they don't sponsor us, but you can help support. Send a dollar or two our way, and of course, that's essential. That's what we get out of it. But
I know.
Yeah, you know the deal. You can get those at tpublic.com, the Talking Taker store on there. And as always, encourage you to wait till there's a sale. If there's not one this week, there'll probably be one next week, and get those 35% off. Get the gear. If you want to wait till Black Friday, they always do like 40% or something for Black Friday. So save up, get you those for Christmas. Get those. Get all the gear. Get all the gear over at tpublic.com, Talking Taker store. Follow Steven, like we said. Follow Travis White Music. Follow Boy Tommy on the Spot, and with his Watch Along Wrestling channel. I hadn't posted anything in a minute, but I'm sure he'll be back doing it soon. He's
going to Saudi Arabia eventually.
He's got to. He has to, right? He's got to do a Saudi Arabia trip at some point.
He's got to do Saudi Arabia.
Got to.
His Excellency.
No,
exactly.
He did do. He had the ranking of every John Cena SummerSlam match. So I watched that the other day, and I feel like he kind of nailed it, pretty much. There was a few matches I forgot happened. So that was cool. Always enjoy his ranking videos. Shout out to our friends Mike and JV at the Bottom Line Wrestling Cast, who were with us last month for a huge hit of an episode. Man, that was our YouTube numbers spiked last month, talking about USWA wrestling. I think it's that sexy Jeff Jarrett clip, man.
I think it was, dude.
Done numbers for us. I totally think it was. But thanks for those guys for being on. They, of course, got the Bottom Line Wrestling Cast latest episode with stunning Steve Austin, continuing the final days of his run in WCW, doing like the summer of '94 over there. So be sure to listen and check them out. And we mentioned what we want to do next month. Steven, I know you and Randy and I in the next couple months, we'll do our toy recap, Undertaker toy recap of 2025. Very fun year. A lot of good releases this year, and I think still a couple more to come.
Which begs the question, Mattel needs to do a Hollywood line again and bring this version of The Undertaker in it.
Please.
I mean, I had to go to the effort in making a custom of it.
What? You buried that lead on this?
I mean, you had to save the best thing for last. I had to make custom Soul Taker Undertaker because Mattel wouldn't give it to us yet. So hopefully Mattel does its job.
Wow.
And also gives us snakeskin pants Undertaker because he wants that too.
He does.
Oh my gosh. Please, give us a 2-pack.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow. I don't know how we can do any better than that, Travis. What more can be said?
Well, I was just going to say what I was watching on this night in 1999 was Thunder. We got Scotty Riggs versus Bam Bam Bigelow, Hugh Morris versus Kidman, Buff Bagwell versus Bryan Adams, Scott Norton versus Silver King, Kurt Hennig versus Rey Mysterio, and Chris Benoit versus Ric Flair as the main event. So there you go.
I don't know why
I was watching.
Kurt Hennig versus Rey Mysterio sounds like such a crazy match. Like, that doesn't seem like those two guys should have ever been like in the same universe as each other, but that's wild. It's
wild. So
Scott Norton versus Silver King,
and there I was watching the Undertaker as a soul chaser, snapping his neck.
Exactly.
I think he made the right choice.
I made the right choice. I think so.
You may have.
It set me on a very good path.
It did. So
we're so glad you came into our lives, Steven.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us tonight, man. Or today, or this month, whatever you want to call this. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I guess as we're wrapping it up here, so ladies and gentlemen, as always, stay safe out there. And we'll let Steven say it since he's here. Lead us off, Steven.
Lead us off? Okay. And don't forget to take her easy.
Take her easy.
Perfect.